Welcome back, guys. 1161 has been out for a week, and it was such a fun chapter to go through. Now, a lot of stuff happened this next chapter, but this chapter was pure entertainment, and I can't wait for this chapter to be animated because of all the different hijinks that Oda is doing with the Rock's crew, Garp, as well as Roger. Honestly, amazing. Um, so we're just gonna dive straight into it. Uh, so we start with Roger, and we start basically from the last chapter, leaving off where Roger, Garp, and Zebek all make landfall. Now we immediately see everyone's prioritize something or the other. Roger's prioritizing saving Shaki. Garp is prioritizing chasing after Roger, but Zebek is the main focus here because he's looking for Eris and Teach. Now, this is such a great thing. Like, even though Zebek is kind of showing that he's coming here for Shaki, his main goal is Eris and Teach, and I kind of feel so bad for whatever is about to happen over here because it's gonna hurt. Honestly, Zebek is a character that we have had a roller coaster for time with, and once we see the entire backstory of this, we're going to talk about Zebek just because of the character he is. Um, So yeah, basically we have Zebek chasing after Eris and Teach, and we quickly shift away from this, however, to see this one of the God Knights, Saint Mafi, I believe. Yeah, this was the one that I really liked. This one's character design was the one I really liked. Originally thought that they were um male, but apparently it's a female character. Pretty cool character nonetheless. The design is amazing, and we see Saint Mafi kind of like chase down Dragon and kind of stab him, which makes him lose both Shamrock and Shanks. Um, and she picks up Shamrock, but she doesn't notice Shanks. So I'm guessing they thought that there was only one, or at least Saint Mafi thought that there was only one kin, and she's gonna get a earful about it from Garling later on. I'm pretty sure. Basically, Dragon's trying to get out of this situation where he's they're in the way, uh, and he can't find out a way to get out. So he is trying his best to get out. He thinks that he's gonna die because he's not strong enough at this point. He has um no idea what's going on over here, but he basically thinks that his death would be penance for anything that everything that he's helped orchestrate, basically. And that's when Whitebeard and Big Mom come in and slash Saint Buffy. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Like, when you have a crew as big as Rocks with so many powerful characters in there, you can play these off, you know? Like you can play them having these kind of crazy ass discussions in while still acting as a team. The Rocks parts actually kind of remind me of like the Straw Hats. Like they are literally what I would expect the Straw Hats. Like the way Whitebeard and Big Mom interact, I would expect exactly Sanji and Zoro to interact in that way as well. Maybe it's a little bit up there, but even then, like the way Kaido, Shiki, Whitebeard, and Big Mom interact in this scene are just it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So loving the Rock Spirits, I'm gonna hate when it goes away. Um Man, when Rock Spirits were introduced, I'm gonna take a minute. When Rock Spirits were introduced, I felt like they're gonna be this crazy ass crew where Whitebeard was gonna be the only person I'm gonna like, but I am loving every character in Rocks. Every character in Rocks Pirates. Um. Anyway, so after they kind of like beat up some of the other Marines, the Newgate, Big Mom, Kaido, and Shiki, they basically the main person in this chapter makes his entry. Garp literally is the main character for this chapter. Now, with Garp coming in, we see that we see the terror that Garp is for these pirates. It's not like they can't face Garp. They just know that fighting him is going to take a time, and that's they don't have time to spare. But the main scene that seals Garp as the main character over here is Big Mom throws one of her most craziest attacks at Garp, and Garp literally just walks out of it saying, "You think that's hot enough to kill me?" It's insane, dude. Like the main character of this chapter is definitely Garp, no questions. Dragons, we see that Dragon's also kind of like a little bit surprised about seeing his dad here. He I feel like at the beginning he feels that his dad doesn't have like a is not strong enough to go up against it, but then he sees his dad's potential and he's like, damn, that's my dad. Um, so, once we get past this, we kind of also see that Dragon ends up finding Shanks, but unfortunately can't get the Shamrock in time because the Shamrock is with Saint Murphy, and I don't think he's powerful enough to combat with Saint Murphy. Anyway, so he basically takes Shanks away from that situation, and hopefully, eventually, I think Shanks will end up with the Roger Pirates. So that's pretty cool. Um, then we quickly switch scenes to Shocky and Summers. Now, Shocky basically what we see actually a good example of like women being used in a good way in One Piece. Very few times have I seen like full all out fights, but this is a rare occasion where we kind of see Shocky can literally handle herself. There's a reason why she was the empress of the Amazon lily. I said the Amazon, but anyway, there's a reason she's the empress of the Amazon lily and the leader of the Kuja pirates, right? She can handle herself. Now I believe like Shaki and Summers would be about on the same level. That's why Summers gets to hit her um because she's chained. So if you're fighting on the same level and one of you is chained, obviously the person who is chained is going to be at a disadvantage. So that's the only reason why I think Summers could was able to hit Shaki. Um, but and we see Summers kind of come to the deliberation that hey, you're not I'm not never gonna have you. So and because Garling's never gonna allow that, so might as well kill you and watch all these people despair. And over here, Summers is an interesting character. We've seen that Summers a little bit in Elbaf as well, and he seems to love this idea of despair. Like he wants to cause despair in a lot of characters. Very interesting character trait to explore. This is very similar to another anime that I'm watching, and the main focus of that is one of the main villains in that is basically a character that thrives on seeing the despair of others, but that's more like a fetishized version of it. Um, but Summers is not like that. He kind of fetishizes the despair a little bit, but he also kind of like it's also kind of like it feels a little shallow comparatively. Very interesting character, and I hope they explore this type of character. I especially hate these types of characters because I like punching these kind of characters in their faces. Um, but anyway, he's becoming a really good character where he's like I think I saw this in one of the shorts or YouTube videos that he's becoming the next Saint Charlos, where you just want to punch him in the face, like you just want to roll your fist up and just go ham on this guy. Um. Anyway, so when Summers is about to kill Shaki for to invoke despair and everybody else, we see Roger and all are fighting in the back. So Roger's like, "Hey, I'm busy. Go help." And we see Rayleigh make his entry. Now, this scene is prefaced by a note left by Shaki to Rayleigh, and all it says is "Come make me yours." And great storytelling there. Great storytelling there. It's perfect. and Rayleigh is the one that saves Shaki. Honestly, in this scene, we kind of see Rayleigh show genuine affection to Shaki, so it seems that they're gonna be a thing together. Well, again, I'm gonna say it again. History is already written. We're just reading it. Um, so we kind of know that Rayleigh and Chucky are together, and it is great to see this happen. Great to see this love story start. Let's say. Um, but I am also going to be so heartbroken when the other love story in this one ends, because I have 100% guaranteed feeling that Eris is going to pass away. Right? There has to be something that's going to break Zebek. Right? It just is. And to see Zebek, the kind of person he is, will break me. And I really don't want that to happen. But again, what I just said before regarding history. All right. It's been a fun ride with the Rocks Pirates, and once Rocks arc is over, I'm going to talk about Zebek. Again, I'm saying this again because Zebek has been introduced as a roller coaster of an emotion for me. I think most of One Piece fans will agree that when Zebek was first introduced to us, like the God Valley incident was known, we thought he would be this ludicrous, crazy person that just hated the world. But no, he's this ludicrous, crazy person who cares about the people around him. And that's basically what's been so hard seeing what he's going through. Well, that's about it. I hope you guys liked it. Honestly, can't wait for the next chapter, but also don't want to read the next chapter because it's getting closer to that area. But if you liked the video, consider leaving that like down below and subscribe to the channel for more One Piece content. I don't believe there's a break this week, but if there is, we've got other videos that we're going to be doing. But I'll see you guys in the next one.